Cool. This week for practice and what I think um, my body has been craving is this connection to like the center. And I feel like when we're in this time of year where there's the holidays and a lot of people are traveling or with family or without family, I feel like it can be an interesting time of year emotionally and energetically. Um, and because we're also in like the darker season, it's colder, um, there is this sense of like kind of heaviness already. And so instead of like perceiving that heaviness as a negative thing, instead of leaning into the heaviness per se, I like to think of instead of grounding so much, integrating so that we create like a little bit of buoyancy up and in. So allowing our movements to be that sense of like integration and buoyancy. Because when we're already kind of in this place of like hibernation or in the route to hibernation, I think this time of year, um, if we lean into that grounding even more so, sometimes I think it can feel really heavy. And then, like I said, with the holidays and everything that's around us, I think some of us are already kind of in that space, depending on uh, the situation that we are experiencing with said holidays. So I know for me in the past, Thanksgiving was challenging with my history in terms of anorexia. And so um, just finding movement as this meditation to help us feel integrated to this strength within us at the center. Yeah. Anyhow, let the practice be exactly what you need it to be. So changing, adjusting, customizing to what you need this morning. Yeah. Let's start in a seated meditation. Yeah, so go ahead and find a comfortable seat, whether that's maybe on a yoga block for support, cross-legged, or whatever feels good for you. You can, of course, start on your back body as well. If that feels more comfortable, more connective. Yeah. Then as you settle in and start to adjust to your seat, allow your eyes to close. Right away, dropping into sensation and breath. Making any final adjustments to your seat, the tilt of your pelvis, the length of your spine, where your shoulders are, maybe sliding them back and down to create space across your heart. And as we settle into this moment, and we connect to the flow of our breath, and we feel the movement as we inhale, as a sense of like uplift and buoyancy. And the movement of the breath as we exhale, instead of thinking grounding down, think about drawing into that steady, centered place within yourself. So each deep inhale is creating this upward, buoyant energy. And each exhale is bringing us closer to that steady place at our center. We breathe in, we feel an upward lift. And as we breathe out, we feel that sense of integration. Just taking a couple more rounds of intentional breath, feeling your inhales get a little bit fuller, a little bit more expansive. Again, feeling your exhales as a sense of integration, connection, and steady. Allowing your practice today to help hold whatever might be coming up energetically and emotionally at this time of year. Knowing that you have your breath and your practice to help you navigate whatever arises. Knowing that we have the power to shift our energy, to shift our perspective, okay? To create an experience that feels a little steadier within ourselves, no matter the context or what's moving around us. And just taking one more moment to tune in, to check in, to notice and to observe each layer of you, how your physical body feels in this moment, how your heart feels in this moment, and then what's moving through your mind. Maybe offering the intention as well to our practice of meeting ourselves where we're at, welcoming ourselves as we are, and allowing us to show up imperfect and to show up in whatever way feels honest and authentic. Knowing that our practice can help us hold whatever it is that we're holding. It can help us shift into an experience that feels steady. And go ahead and take a big breath in through your nose. Then open mouth, exhale to release. And let your lips seal and take an inhale through your nose. And keeping your lips sealed, ujjayi breath out of your nose. And continue with that intentional ujjayi pranayama. And then when you're ready, just slowly start to open your eyes. We're going to stay in a seat. But if you're in a cross-legged seat, feel free to switch out your chins. If you're on a block, feel free to adjust if you need to. And then as you're ready, go ahead and take a big circle sweep up to the sky with your inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to twist to our right. Let your left hand cross your body, right fingertips go behind you or to your low back. Sit up nice and tall as you inhale. And then your exhale, start to find your rotation. As you rinse and rotate around, maybe take your gaze towards the wall behind you. Allowing that twist to travel all the way up the length of your entire spine. And one more breath here, deep inhale to lift, to lengthen. And exhale to rotate. Then keeping your left hand where it's at, slowly start to rotate your heart forward. So your left hand's on the outside of your thigh, whether you're in your cross-legged seat or seated on your shins. Then reach your right hand up to the sky and take it into a side body stretch. So nice and heavy with your right hip as you reach through your right fingertips for another breath in and out. And then as we sit up tall through our torso, right hand's going to reach to the sky for a moment. Go ahead and eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right, either doing the full double wrap at your elbows and your wrists, or you can also just bring your forearms together if that works better for your body. With an inhale, scoop your elbows up to the sky, lift your sternum. As you exhale, find a curl through your upper back. So think about catting just your upper back, your thoracic spine. Let your chin tuck into your chest, reach your fingertips down towards the earth. And with your next inhale, go ahead and lift your eagle arms up high. As you exhale, unravel, unwind, take your fingertips beside you, collarbones nice and wide, just open through your chest, a big breath in, and big breath out. And stay proud at your heart space. Inhale, circle, sweep your hands to the sky. And exhale to twist in the opposite direction. Right hand's gonna go across you, left fingertips either go to the earth behind you or to your low back. As you sit up nice and straight, take a big breath in. And then allow your exhale to rinse and rotate you around. Our twist, bringing awareness to our center. That center column of our body or spine, the axis around which we're rotating. One more deep breath in. And exhale, twist, maybe looking backwards towards the wall behind you. This time, right hand will stay where it's at, across the body. And then as you turn your heart forward, start to reach your left hand at the sky and lean into a gentle side body stretch. Continue to root down through your left hip as you lengthen through your left fingertips as you take a big breath in. And as you take a big breath out. And left hand's going to reach up to the sky. Right hand will wrap around for our eagle arm. So right arm underneath your left. Again, customize the eagle arms to you. And then inhale, lift your heart, lift your elbows. On your exhale, cat through your upper back, drawing everything into the center of your body. Then in breath, eagle arms lift up to the sky. You exit, just allow your arms to release beside you, fingertips to the earth, chest nice and proud, collarbones broad. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. And from here, start to make your way into your tabletop pose, so finding your way to all fours. And as you bring yourself into your tabletop, we'll inhale to a cow shape, start to lift your heart and lift your tailbone. With your exhale, slowly make your way into your cat pose, tuck your tailbone, round your spine, and let your head fall heavy. Then twice more like that. We inhale, heart and tailbone scoop up. And as you exhale, round your spine. One more time, big breath in, heart and tailbone lift. And as we exhale, we round, rooting down into the earth through our hands, through our shin bones. Start to make your way back to neutral. So you find neutral in your spine, tuck your toes underneath with your breath in. And then start to hover your knees a couple inches off the ground on exhale out. So you're in your floating tabletop. Allow there to be a little micro bend through your elbows. And then squeeze an imaginary yoga block between your arms. Imagine you could draw your fingertips, your thumb fingertips to touch. So as your thumbs hug to the center of your yoga mat, imagine your big toes could also hug to the center to touch. Navel pulls to spine. The heels of your hands and your toes draw energetically towards one another as well. So everything is drawing to the center. Take one big breath in. And from your center of strength, exhale to your downward facing dog. Start to press your pelvis up and back. Take a moment here, pedal through your feet, relax the weight of your skull. And actively push the earth down and away. Your downward facing dog, over the next breath or so, you're going to walk forward into your forward fold, the top of your yoga mat, allowing your knees to soften as you go and when you get there. Let your belly rest to your thighs. Relax the weight of your skull heavy to the earth. Create upward energy through your tailbone. We'll inhale to lift up halfway. Engage at your core as you reach your crown forward. And exhale, forward fold, release. With a big breath in, circle sweep your hands to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Then as you breathe out, bring your hands to heart center and let your eyes drop shut. Taking a deep breath through your nose, fill your lungs all the way up. And then open mouth, exhale to release. And inhale, hands reach up high. And your exhale, soften your knees and hinge forward, forward fold. Deep breath in to lengthen halfway. And then high plank pose as your breath out. Plant your hands and step your feet back. And with an inhale, let your knees come towards a hover. Shift back into your hovering tabletop, or your crouching tabletop rather. And then as you exhale, shift forward through your high plank. Knees up or down, lower slowly to your belly. And so you're right to the earth, untuck your toes, breathe into your low cobra, lift your chest. Then exhale, lower back down. And inhale to low cobra, or option for your high cobra. Drawing your ribcage forward and through. And then exhale to release. With your final breath in here, choose upward facing dog or cobra. Open your chest. Maybe float your thighs off the earth. And then downward facing dog from that center place within your body. Slowly pike your hips up and back using your core. And with an inhale, lift to your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the top, forward fold. We'll inhale to lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale to release. Rise to stand. Your inhale lifts you all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, maybe close your eyes. Deep breath through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, release. With breath in, hands reach high to the ceiling. On your breath out, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. And then high plank pose as you empty that breath away. Like before, inhale, bend your knees, crouching tabletop, push your hips towards your heels. On your exhale, shift forward and through, lower all the way to your belly again. Untuck your toes, low or high cobra one time. Inhale to lift your chest. Then exhale, lower down. Setting up for gecko pose, take your hands wider than your yoga mat. As you tent your fingertips on the earth, slide your elbows forward to stack over your wrists. Draw your shoulders back out of your ears. We'll inhale to push the earth away. Lift your heart up any amount. On your exhale, dip your left shoulder towards the center of your mat and twist your gaze to the right. Follow your next inhale to bring yourself back through center. And exhale, second side, right shoulder dips in, twist and look to the left. A deep inhale brings you to the midline. And exhale, lower straight down. Bring your hands back by your low ribs for upward facing dog or cobra. And then inhale to open your heart. And exhale is downward facing dog, hips go up and back. We're going to take one more sun A variation with an inhale, heels high. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop to the top. Halfway lift with your breath in. Then exhale to release. Rise to stand, allow your inhale to lift you. Exhale, gathers hands to heart center. Deep breath through your nose. Be open mouth, exhale, let it go. Deep breath in, hands reach high. Forward fold with your breath out, dive down. Halfway lift with your inhale. High plank pose on your exhale. This time, inhale, crouching tabletop if you want. Knees hover, hips reach towards your heels. Exhale, chaturanga, shift forward through your plank. Lower halfway or all the way. Open your heart up, dog or cobra. Then downward facing dog, hips to the sky. And take a deep breath through your nose. Cleansing exhale out of your mouth. Okay, as we inhale, we're going to lift to our tippy toes. On exhale, you're going to shift forward and bring your right knee to your left tricep. Going back to downward facing dog, breath in, right toes to the earth, down dog. On your exhale, second side, left knee, right tricep, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. A downward facing dog with your inhale. High plank as you exhale. Upward facing dog, untuck your toes. Breathing in, sink your hips, lift your chest. And downward facing dog as you breathe out, hips to the sky. Your inhale will lift your right leg to the ceiling. As you exhale, bend your knee and open your head. Take a breath here when you draw a big circle with your right knee in each direction. And three-legged dog, breath in. As you empty your lungs, step your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat, maybe held it there. And then let your left knee come to a hover cow lunge, deep breath. With our exhale, start to lengthen through our legs, cat lunge, explore your hamstring stretch. And then bend into your right knee again. Go ahead and lower your left heel down for warrior two. And as you're ready, slowly root through your feet and rise all the way up, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a slow breath here as you settle into your shape. Adjust your feet as much as you need to, and then find that proud upward energy through your chest. And from here, we'll inhale to reverse our warrior. Right hand's gonna reach up and back. With your exhale, find your side angle, lengthen forward, and stretch your left fingertips to the sky. And from here, drive down to the outside edge of your left foot and extend your left hand up and overhead for your extended side angle. As you engage through your core, maybe sink down through your hips a little bit more. We'll reverse our triangle next. So as you press the earth away with your right foot, scoop your right fingertips up to the sky. And then star pose, turn all 10 toes to the long edge of your yoga mat and reach both hands to the ceiling. As you bring your heels in for goddess squat, bring your hands to your thighs. With an inhale, open your chest proud. On exhale, dip your right shoulder towards the center, twist your heart towards the back of your yoga mat. With your breath in, return to the midline. Exhale, second side, left shoulder dips in, twist your heart towards the front of your yoga mat. Then inhale back to center. Wide-legged forward fold as you breathe out, toes forward, hinge at your hips. And then inhale to lift up halfway through your torso. On your exhale, bend into your left knee for your side lunge or your skandasana, either one. For skandasana or side lunge, your hands can either be at the earth, at your heart. You can spread your wings open, or you can find archer arms towards the top of your yoga mat. From here, hands or no hands, we're going to find a low lunge facing forward. You're going to bend into your right knee and pivot around. Then from here, step forward into your forward fold, left foot meets your right. With softness in your knees, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, soft knees, forward fold. Place your left fingertips at the earth beneath your face. And as you twist open to the right, start to bend into your left knee. Maybe your right leg goes towards extension or it extends all the way. So again, inhale to twist a little bit deeper. Exhale, bend both of your knees and forward fold. Switching sides, right fingertips go to the earth beneath your face. As you start to twist your left hand high, bend deeply into your right knee. Start to extend and lengthen through your left leg. Take an extra inhale. Then exhale, forward fold, both knees soft. Then a halfway lift as you breathe in. And then high plank pose is our exhale out. So we're going to add on to our crouching tabletop this time. If you want to skip the crouching tabletop, you can. Otherwise, inhale, you're going to bend your knees, crouch your hips back to your heels. On your exhale, similar to what we did in downward facing dog, shift forward, bring your right knee to your left tricep as you shift. Feel your center. Step back and shift back, crouching tabletop, breath in, or this is high plank. Second side, left knee, right tricep, breath out. Step back and shift back, crouching tabletop or high plank as you inhale. Chaturanga or down dog as you exhale. Good. So we'll meet in our downward facing dog as you're ready. Take a nice big breath in. And then open mouth, exhale out. Okay, we're gonna check it with second side. So when we're doing these down dog shifts and these crouching tabletop shifts, we're thinking about moving from our core more than our upper body strength. With an inhale, heels go high. On your exhale, left knee, right tricep shift forward, hug your arm bones to center. Downward facing dog, both feet to the earth, breath in. Right knee, left tricep shift forward, breath out. Downward facing dog as you inhale. High plank with your exhale, shift forward. Untuck your toes, upward facing dog, deep inhalation. Downward facing dog, from your belly, hips go high. Three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Then bend your knee and open your hip. Taking a breath here, option to inhale, drawing a one circle in one direction. And exhale, draw one slow circle in the opposite direction. Three-legged dog, big breath. Left foot lands forward, breath out. Allow your right knee to sink towards a hover cow lunge with your inhale. When you're ready, exhale, lengthen your legs to your cat lunge. Start to bend into your left knee. Before you rise up, make sure your right foot's all the way planted for warrior two. And then root to rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Take one cycle of breath as you settle in, as you refine your posture and find your breath. And when you're ready, inhale to reverse. Left hand's gonna reach up and back. On exhale, we make our way to side angle. Right hand stretches to the sky. Shoulders out of your ears. Anchor through your right foot and extend your side angle with your breath. So your right heel, your outside edge of your right foot is driving into the ground. And then from here, we reverse our triangle. Lengthen up and back. Making our way to star pose, turn all 10 toes to the long edge. Reach both hands high, big inhale. Goddess squat, hands to thighs as you exhale. Lengthen your spine with your breath in. Dip your left shoulder in, twist towards the back of your yoga mat, breath out. Now inhale through center. Exhale, second side, right shoulder dips in, twist to the left. And inhale, center. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Find a halfway lift with your breath in. Bend your right knee, side lunge or skandasana as you breathe out. Choose your hands, take an inhale. Hands on the earth, or hands stay lifted, and then exhale, low lunge to the top, bend into your front knee and pivot around. Step forward to your forward fold. With a little softness in your knees, inhale, lift up halfway. On exhale, forward fold, release. Right fingertips to the earth beneath your face. Start to twist your left hand high. Allow your right knee to bend as you twist open, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, both knees soften. Switching sides, left hand low, bend into your left knee. Peel open, right hand high, right leg long, big inhale. Soften both your knees as you forward fold with exhale. Halfway lift, deep breath in. And a high plank pose, breath out. Again, you can hold your plank, or you're gonna inhale, crouching tabletop, knees bend, hips to heels. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, shift forward. Step back, maybe shift back on your inhale. Right knee, left tricep, shift forward. Step back, maybe shift back, breath in. Chaturanga or downward facing dog with your breath out. As you find your downward facing dog, let's reset with a deep breath through the nose. Then open mouth, exhale, let it go. Okay, adding on, we're gonna inhale, heels go high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep shift forward. Pausing here, thread your right leg through, fall in triangle. Breathing in, left heel lands, left hand lifts. On your breath out, left hand back to the earth. Downward facing dog, inhale, your heels up high. Exhale is left knee, right tricep twist. Thread your left leg through, fall in triangle. Take a breath in as your right heel lands and your right hand reaches high. On your breath out, right hand to the earth. On your inhale, downward facing dog. With your exhale, it's high plank, shift forward. Breath in is upward facing dog, sink your hips, lift your chest. Breath out is downward facing dog, hips go to the ceiling. Breathe your right leg to the sky, three-legged. As you breathe out, bend your knee, open your hip. Stay or lie open. Option to flip over, stepping your right toes to the earth. Then rotating your heart to the ceiling with your inhale. Looking to the top of our yoga mat, we're going to step our right foot forward with exhale. Option to keep your right hand lifted. And that big step to the top. Ready to use the support of your right hand. Left knee is going to come to a hover as we arrive. Cow lunge. Take a moment, catch your breath. Then exhale to your cat lunge, lengthen through your legs. Bend into your right knee. Warrior two, so to spin your left heel down. As you root your feet, bring yourself upright. From your warrior two, big breath in to reverse your warrior. Staying for your breath out, option to reach your left hand towards the back of the room or out from your heart space, framing your face. Take an extra moment here, reach a little further. And we'll go side angle pose or extended side angle pose. So you have the option to go back to where we went before. You can reach your right hand forward to the front of your yoga mat or right hand out from your heart to frame your face. Give yourself a moment, lengthen through both your side bodies as you recommit to the lunge through your right thigh. And start to inhale to reverse your triangle, tip it up and back. Good. Allow yourself just to settle with exhale, taking that extra moment to create space through your right side to feel the side body stretch. And star pose, toes forward, hands up. Goddess squat, hands to your thighs. Take an inhale to lift your chest. Exhale, right shoulder is going to dip in. Maybe keep your right arm long, but bend into your left elbow for a deeper twist. And then inhale through your center. Switching sides, the left shoulder dips in, maybe left arm stays long as your right elbow bends. Nice deep twist. Then inhale through your center. We'll exhale, wide-legged forward fold, hinge down. Breath in to lift up halfway. On your breath out, bend your left knee, side lunge or skandasana just for a moment. Take your inhale, choose your arms. Low lunge to the top as you exhale. Hands or no hands, pivot around. Then we'll step forward to our forward fold. A little bit different this time. Just soften through your knees. One time, lift up halfway with your breath. And share pose, sink into your seat. Lift up through your heart and hands with your inhale. Then airplane arms as you exhale. And getting powerful through your left foot. When you're ready, flamingo your right heel up and in. So just testing the waters as you find your first standing balance shape of the day. Drive down through your left foot and bring your right knee with you to stand. And exhale, hands to heart center. And you can stay right here if you'd just like to work on steadying your breath. Otherwise, your right hand is going to catch the outside of your right knee. You're going to start to open your right knee open to the right. So what it looks like when facing forward. Yeah. And then if you want to, from here, once you have your right knee open wide, you can reach your left arm out to the left. For the strength of your seat, your glutes, helping to open you and to hold you steady. Take one more breath in. On exhale, we're going to figure 4 right ankle on left thigh. Start with your hands at heart center. Now, as you find your figure 4 legs, flex your right ankle, engage your core. If you'd like an extra little balance challenge, an option for a variation, you're going to eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. Slide your hands away from your face, creating distance between your face and your forearms. And then keep or release your arms. You're going to slowly bring your right knee with you to stand. So you can keep the eagle arms for balance challenge. You can bring hands to heart instead. We're going to step our right foot back into warrior 1 feet. So as your right toes land at the back of your yoga mat, right heel's going to rotate down, hips are still squaring forward. Again, hands can be at heart, you can have eagle arms, or if you want to, you could also interlace your hands behind you for the traditional chest expansion bind. Whatever arms you choose, take an inhale, lift your chest. Stay, or as you exhale, find your humble warrior variation. Diving down towards the earth. Take 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Releasing your arms to the ground. Unhook your back heel. Step back into your high plank pose. Left foot meets your right. And you can hold plank or find your crouching tabletop as you inhale. Right knee, left tricep shift forward with exhale. Step back optional, shift back, breath in. Second side, left knee, right tricep, breath out. Step back and shift back on your inhale. Chaturanga or down dog is your exhale. And as we find our way back to downward facing dog, let's take a deep breath together. And open mouth, exhale, release. Feeling that integration to your center line. Imagine you have a yoga block between your arms to hug into. Squeeze an imaginary yoga block between your thighs. And then inhale your heels nice and high. On your exhale, left knee is going to go towards your right tricep, shift forward. As you find fallen triangle option to keep your left leg lifted the whole time. Right heel rotates down, right hand reaches high. This can also be modified side plank. Downward facing dog. Right hand down, left foot back, take a big breath in. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. An option to keep your right leg lifted the whole time as you spin open. Option for modified side plank. We go back to downward facing dog, finding an inhale. And your exhale, high plank, you can shift forward or you can roll forward like an ocean wave, catting your spine. And then upward facing dog, untuck your toes. Sink your hips, open your heart. Downward facing dog, roll up and back. We inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, this time step your right foot forward to the top. Left knee will hover, cow lunge. This is our moment to catch our breath. Deep inhale. And we exhale to our cat lunge, lengthen through your legs. Just realize this is supposed to be our left foot forward. So when you're ready, go ahead and bend your right knee. Just step your right foot back to down dog. Inhale your left foot to the sky. And exhale, step your left foot forward. There we go. Right knee's gonna hover, cow lunge. Take a big breath in. And exhale, cat lunge, lengthen both your legs. So what happens when I'm indecisive during the week with my sequence? We're gonna bend into our left knee. Warrior 2, spin your right heel down and find your way up. In your warrior 2, when you're ready, let your breath reverse you. Left hand's gonna go high. As you stay here, you have the option to reach your right hand to the back of the room or to reach your right hand out from your heart, framing your face. Deep breath in, finding your side body stretch. As you breathe out, any version of side angle. So you have traditional side angle. You have both arms reaching overhead to the front of your yoga mat, or left hand reaching out from your heart. That left hand reaching out from your heart can help to turn your sternum to the sky. Now, when you're ready, reverse your triangle, push the earth away, and bring it up. Take a moment, take a breath. And then we'll make our way to our star pose, all 10 toes forward, reach high. Goddess squat, heels in, hands to your thighs. Deep breath in. Left shoulder dips to center, maybe bend to your right elbow as you twist. You might look up to the ceiling for extra depth. We inhale to the center line. And we exhale, switch, right shoulder in, bend to your left elbow, twist to be gaze to the ceiling. Your breath will bring you back to center. Then wide-legged forward fold, dive down. Take a big breath in, lifting halfway. On your breath out, bend your right knee, side lunge or skandasana. Choose your arms, take an inhale. With or without the help of your hands, lunge to the top as you exhale. We'll step forward to our forward fold. With a little softness in your knees. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale brings us to chair pose, Utkatasana. Breathe your way into extension. Keeping that length to your spine, proudness at your heart. Exhale, airplane arms. Shifting the energy into your right foot, begin to flamingo your left heel up and in. From here, you'll root to rise with your left leg, finding your one-legged Tadasana. Allow your hands to arrive at heart center. Just like before, you might decide to stay right here. Or maybe your left hand catches the outside of your left knee. And you start to peel open, left knee goes wide. Root down through your right foot to grow tall through your heart. Find that buoyancy at your center. Perhaps your right hand reaches out wide. Take one more deep breath in. On exhale, we're going to go figure four, wrapping to the center of the body, left ankle on right thigh. Sink back into your one-legged chair. Give yourself a moment here. Reestablish connection to breath, and then decide if you want to keep your hands at heart, or if you'd like to eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. Wherever you are, take one more cycle of breath. You can keep your eagle arms, or you can release hands to heart center. We're going to bring our left knee with us to stand. And we're stepping back to warrior one. So left toes will land to the back. As your left heel spirals down, square your hips energetically forward again. An option for eagle arms, hands at heart, or chest expansion bind here. Whatever you choose, take an inhale, lift through your chest. On your exhale, maybe find your humble warrior diving towards the inside of your right thigh. Take one breath in. And one breath out. We're going to unwind our hands, bringing your hands to the earth. Step back into your high plank pose. Right foot joins your left. Last time, you can hold plank or crouching tabletop with your breath in. Left knee, right tricep, breath out. Step back, option to shift back, crouching tabletop. Right knee, left tricep, shift forward. Step back, maybe shift back on your inhale. Chaturanga or down dog as you exhale. We've done a lot more chaturangas than we normally do this morning, so feel free to skip that. As you find your downward facing dog, take a moment, take a breath. Maybe full body breath in. And open mouth, exhale out. Well, from here, find your way to the top of your yoga mat. You can step forward or you can hop forward. Just make your way to another forward fold. Diving down, let your head be heavy. We shift a little bit forwards and backwards. And from here, we'll keep some softness in the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale to release. Then roll up your spine to stand. Your head will be last to lift. Tailbone happy to the earth. Back of the heart leads the way. And as you find yourself upright, just take a moment, maybe take a shoulder shrug to open your chest. We're going to explore one more variation, that little standing balance piece, and then we'll bring it to the earth. So shifting your weight to your left foot, go ahead and just bring your right knee forward. Hands will be starting at heart center. You can do the same thing as before, right hand to your outer right knee. Or you can take your second and third finger on your right hand and catch your big toe. Yeah. From here, maybe start to extend your right leg forward any amount, so you can keep a bend in it. If it's available, maybe lengthen your leg. Make sure you're lifting proud through your heart. Start to move your right foot, your right knee wide, so whatever variation you're in, just like before, we peel open. As your right knee goes to the right, maybe you reach your left hand to the left. Take a big breath in. Exhale, figure four. Right ankle on left thigh, hands to heart center. Again, hands can stay at heart, or eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. Your legs can stay at figure four, or you can rise up just enough to slide your right thigh over for your full eagle Garudasana. You're going to eagle, you're leaning your shoulders back over your hips. And then slide your hands away from your face. Wherever you are, take 2 cycles of breath. Trying to slow down exhales. As your third breath moves through, start to unwind, right foot to the earth. Circle, sweep your hands to the sky, take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart, and close down your eyes. Resetting with a collective breath, we inhale together. And open mouth, exhale, release. Okay, from here, second side, you're going to lean into your right foot. Use the strength of your center to float your left knee up. Again, you can do what we did before. Left hand to the outside of your left knee. Or you can take your second and third fingers from your left hand to catch your left big toe. Maybe you find extension forward first, but we're all going to open our left leg to the left. Get really tall and proud through your heart space. Energy through your center. Option to reach your right hand wide. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other to open your chest even more. Take a big breath in. On exhale, we'll go figure four. Left ankle is going to go on your right thigh, hands to heart center. Once you establish your legs, option to eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right, just if you want to. You can stay with figure four legs, that's going to be a different opening, or you can slide into eagle legs, left thigh slides all the way over. Leaning your shoulders back over your hips if you're an eagle. We all take 2 cycles of breath. Take your time to release, no rush. Just placing your left foot down, circle, sweep your hands up high, big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center, be shutting down your eyes one more time. Pausing in gratitude for our bodies and our strength, we take an inhale through the nose. An open mouth exhale, let it go. Yeah, reach tall to the ceiling one more time, Urdhva Hastasana. Then soften your knees and forward fold to the earth, Uttanasana. Take one halfway lift, big breath in. And then bend your knees and have a seat, breath out. Okay, making our way to the back of our body. We did a ton of core today to help us feel connected to that strong centered place within us. So if you're tapped out, just hug your knees in and relax back. Otherwise, maybe find your heel anchors as you flex your feet into the earth. Sit up tall, reach up tall, take your breath in, and use your core to slowly lower backwards. And you're trying to keep your heels actively grounded, your core strong the whole time that you descend down to the earth. And once you find your way to your back body, extend into a full body stretch, deep breath in. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder, breath out. So you interlace your hands at the front of your right shin, pull your thigh to your torso. Move a breath down into your belly. And then exhale to your supine twist. Take one breath in. And one breath out. Just drawing both your knees to your chest as you roll back to center. Left thigh meets your right. And switch out your legs, interlace your hands at the front of your left shin, release your right leg forward across your yoga mat. Deep breath fills your belly. And then our exhale guides us into our rotation, supine twist, second side. As you settle in, take a deep breath. As that breath releases, allow gravity to take over a little bit. When you're ready to make your way back through center, draw both your knees to your chest. And then find happy baby pose. So any version of happy baby, maybe starting with your hands at the fronts of your knees, and just letting your knees fall wide. Then perhaps you reach up to your ankles or to your feet. Allow your femur bones, your thigh bones to stretch open. You want to find a happy baby butterfly hybrid. As your knees go wide, you can bring your big toes towards each other. Take one more breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to release our feet to the earth. And we'll finish our practice in Supta Baddha Konasana, so our supine butterfly. As you rotate the soles of your feet to kiss and your knees fall wide, let one hand land to your belly, and let one hand stack at your heart space, at your chest. And thinking about that breath that we started practice with, find a slow inhale that creates buoyancy. As you exhale, feel into your center. And twice more like that, we inhale, creating lightness and buoyancy, an uplift of energy. As we exhale, we feel the steadiness and strength at our center. One more time, breathing buoyancy throughout your body. Inhale. To the power of your center as you exhale. Scanning through your body. Take a moment to check in with heart and mind. Ask yourself what you need in this moment. If what you need is to stay here a little bit longer, feel free to do so. If what you need is a little extra space in Shavasana, feel free to go straight there. If there's a final shape or movement that you need, feel free to add that in first. So just taking the next 5 cycles of breath to care for you, to tend to your needs. and to practice listening to your body, honoring its requests. But eventually you'll start to extend and lengthen out to Shavasana once you feel complete, once you feel ready to settle in. As you adjust your body, you'll let your eyes drop shut. If it would feel good to take one final cleansing breath to drop you in, take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. And taking a moment to come back into your body and your breath. Just let your hands find their way to your heart. And pausing in a moment of deep gratitude and appreciation for this practice, for our bodies, for our breath, for this time that we shared. Take one more inhale all together. Then exhale to release. And may yoga offer us a path to compassion. And may our practices serve as our teachers, leading us to live with authenticity and to love deeply each and every day. Thanks so much, and namaste.